Hello, this is Pigsy. Got some lights on, haven't I? There we go. I think. Look. Sometimes you never know. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. Get out of this obstacle course. Yeah, I was gonna just mention I'm getting some different plants. I was a bit pissed off. The ones I got, I'm not really getting any results out of them, germinating them. So my thoughts is, why would plants not germinate? You know, you give them everything they want. You think you give them everything they want. It could be humidity, light, and so on. I don't think I've drowned them. Just, you know, I made the earth just right. It was nice and moist. I've had to put extra water because I'm thinking, well, maybe the seeds need to soak a bit for these these different plants I got. So I don't know. Anyway, I've got some more coming. Yippee! And I did some other research, and there's this plant Datura something. It translates as some. Its nickname's the Devil's Weed. That'd be quite an interesting plant. It's extremely powerful. It's got a certain amount of toxicity about it. You know, if you be a silly bugger with it, you can end up killing yourself, or going on some sort of trip that you never come out of. If that's possible. I mean, I read these horror stories online, but I think, really, did somebody have something and basically their life got buggered, and now they're turned into a hobo. Turned into a hobo for a couple of years because their mind is totally gone. And I was thinking about this, back to this, remember watching, oh my god, who are they? Beavis and Butthead, they got this, this chap, they did a science experiment. This chap went to improve his intelligence by 20%, and I think it was Beavis that kicked out the lead, and he ends up, his head deflates. He ends up as a kind of, he ends up retarded from the actual machine. So it's a strange episode, but yeah, so it's kind of like you don't do anything too nuts, just like try a seed and see what happens. I mean, for me as a spiritualist, as a bit of a shaman, I just really want to just touch the realm and then develop from that realm. You can go deeper than you want. That's the thing. I was listening to this thing where someone was saying he was seeing trolls and elves and other beings, but or I was watching something. Yeah, this guy, it said he had some stuff, but he brewed up all the lot of roots. He followed some guide from somewhere, and it was a month later. He said he still under the influence of it a month later. So it's like, my goodness. And he said he's been living in his basement. So he comes up topless, he's been having strange hallucinations and stuff. It could be being in his basement, I suppose, isn't it? So yeah, take a small amount. So the first thing is, like a scientist, but the only thing, the best kind of scientific study is you have to use yourself in some way. You know, if you get someone else to do the work for you, you're relying on their methodology to tell you how effective it was. And who knows what you might come up with. Some people are pro and against. You know, you read a lot of rubbish online about things as well. I don't know if plants cause cancer. I think that's ridiculous. I think the toxins could cause some problems, and that might be a problem. Certain toxins, or maybe even minerals at some level. And I was also thinking about these plants, and I think basically what happens when they go through the airport, it's part of this Vatican agenda, if that's true, is they use these like microwave scanners on them, see what they are. The microwave scanners also damage the DNA of whatever's in there, so it's like someone just chucked the whole package in a microwave. That's why probably better wrap things up in silver foil or something if you're going to send them. You get these nosy buggers anyway. I mean, I added the package and the corner. The corner was opened, and so I had this like vision in my mind. It's almost like some sort of probe thing inside it. And had a look, and it was in another envelope inside it. And then I thought, well, I probably know what that is, and maybe zapped it. It's difficult to get seeds get seeds in the UK basically for things. It's nothing serious, just sort of do some experimentation. Anyway, this Datura though, it's not banned, but it's so powerful that I don't, you know, basically if you buggered about a bit, it could really like, it could kill you. That's what they say, I reckon. I don't think there's been ever a recorded case though. You know, it's one of these scaremongering things. But what people do is end up seeing people and chatting to things that are not there, and doing really sort of like gone off like they're on a zombie drug or something. That's why I've got a really low level, because you may not feel the effects, but then you might be realising your mate Dave never came round and you've been talking to a flipping cushion or something for the last 4 hours. Or you might have something turn up that's really, you know, really gets you shit scared. I think it's all about getting the mind prepared. I think there's that kind of spiritual connection with the plant, communicating with the plant. Create everything. I mean, if you're having a shit time, then obviously you don't want to start doing stuff that makes you feel even more shit. No? Okay. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I want you to come forward. I did indicate to let you overtake, but I know there's a big space, you know. Well, not that the car can hear what I'm thinking. So yeah, that's one plant. I've got a licorice mint plant coming. That'd be interesting. I've ordered some extra lotus ones. I want to grow them. Like some sort of water lily. I think it'd be pretty cool inside my flat. A bit on the Zen Buddhism, you know, that kind of touches all that spiritual side for myself. Then I might make some autumn tea out of it. The other thing about the Datura, so I'm planning to make devil's ORMUS. So it'd be ORMUS infused with the devil extract. But I need to also make sure, I've been doing some research anyway. Never want to go beyond 10 seeds. I don't know what the strength of the flowers though. The whole plant's poisonous. So it's just a case of getting the levels right, and that's why you start with a minimum amount. It's only that you have an effect. I mean, basically, if someone does the ORMUS to go off and have a nice dream, that's cool. What you don't want is somebody takes it and then they're being followed around by a dead relative or something, or some other sort of weird experience that because you don't know what people's state of mind are. They might actually have phobias and stuff, and if you take something that can amplify it, then they'd be calling me up or sending me messages. What have you done to me? You've wrecked my sanity. And at a small amount, I think you basically, I give the advice on it as well. For a mild to medium type trip on that stuff would be 5 seeds, and on 10, that's the maximum amount. Might send you into some strange zone. And to be honest, I don't actually do any of this stuff. I just recently had an interest to sort of try and bits and bobs out. I don't know. It's because I think other spiritual beings are starting to affect my brain and just drawing me towards nature. I've actually feel happier than I felt in a long time having plants around me. Isn't that strange? Just growing plants. I was thinking about getting a cat as well. So it's like nature's creeping its way in. But a special cat. I'll get one of these, what do they call them? raccoon manes, and it's or it's like a Norwegian wild cat, so you've got a large cat. They're very interesting, a bit like dogs. So you can I can roll a ball on the floor and it'll bring it over to me, so they're quite intelligent, and they want me to throw it again. So they're not, you know, like the ball is instantly turned into its mind and it's turned into a flipping rat or something, and it starts beating it up. They play around with it, but they bring it over. They're just kind of like it's like a cat with autism, an autistic cat. So it's just it logically looks at something and thinks, well, why would I want to play that? You know, so it's interesting. I've seen the videos. They just act differently, and they interact with other animals like dogs and stuff differently as well. So they won't say you're my enemy. You might treat everything as an individual. Rightio. Anyway, it's Pigsy signing off. I'll keep you posted how things go. But yeah, something like a Datura is only like a couple of quid to plant. So fiver got like 10 or 20 seeds coming over. Alright then, cool. Anyway, catch you later.